Hey everybody, it's Janice with Creating Through Chaos. I'm going to start this project off with this board from Dollar Tree. I'm going to paint both sides of this board with just some white acrylic paint. I ended up doing 2 coats on this. And like I said, I did the front and the back. Once that was all painted, I'm going to set that aside and let that dry. I took these 3 eggs from Dollar Tree and I ended up filling the hole in one of the eggs with some spackle. And I used a piece of tape on the back to hold the spackle in place. And I'm just going to paint one of those eggs with the white paint that I used on the sign. And I'm just doing one side of it. I end up just leaving the tape on the back of this. I just put a little spackle in and then I sand off the excess once it was fully dry. So once that egg is dry, I'm going to put a coat of Mod Podge on it, very thin coat. And then I'm going to let that Mod Podge fully dry as well. Once the Mod Podge is dry, I'm going to take my napkin, and this is a bunny from my napkin bundles. I'm trying to figure out how I want to set it on here. I wanted some of the flowers from the bottom to come, but I didn't want to cut off too much of his ears, so I kind of found a happy medium there. I'm going to lay a piece of parchment paper over, and I'm going to use my iron and just iron that napkin on. This is just a regular iron. It's just a travel size one I got at Walmart. So I'm going to use high heat, no steam. Once that's all on there, I'm just going to sand off the excess around the napkin to pull off any of that excess napkin. Once I had all of that paper off, I'm going to take these other 2 eggs and these 2 scrapbook papers from Hobby Lobby. They came in different packs, I believe. I don't think they were from the same one. And I'm going to trace each egg out onto each one of those different papers. And I just kind of picked paper that matched the napkin colors. And I'm just going to trace those out, and then I'm going to cut those out with my scissors. Once I have those all cut out, I am going to Mod Podge those onto each one of the eggs. So I'm going to just take a light coat of Mod Podge, put that all over my egg here, and then lay that scrapbook paper on. And just kind of smooth it out with my fingers, and then set them both aside to dry. And I repeat the same process for the other egg. Again, just more Mod Podge, and then putting the paper on. Once I have that all on there, I am going to take and sand off the excess. Once I have all 3 of them done, I'm going to start gluing them onto my board. So I'm going to use the green one first, the bunny in the center, and then the pinkish one at the bottom. So I'm just kind of making sure that they're all even on the board, and then I'm just going to glue those down. And starting with the top one and just kind of going from there and making sure that I'm keeping them aligned. I did end up leaving the tape on the back of that one. You're never going to see it. And then again, that final one at the bottom. Then I made a bow. It's kind of a messy bow out of some ribbon and some burlap. It's the window pane burlap, and these are from Hobby Lobby, I believe, also. And I'm just going to glue that right above that egg, right by the hanger. Then I had this little button that was shaped like a rose, and I'm going to put that in the center of my bow. And then finally, I'm just going to add a hanger back on. So I just took some twine, pushed it through, and then I'm going to tie that off in a knot. And then I'm going to repeat the process on the other side as well. I probably should have done this before I put the bow on. It probably would have been a little easier, but I really wasn't thinking. And then again, just tying that on, and then I just cut off the rest of the twine that I didn't use. And that is it. I think this project turned out so super cute. I love the neutral spring look of it and how the white contrasts the eggs so much. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspires you to make one. And as always, don't forget to spread the chaos.